planner is for anybody. You're looking for the creative help and some experience. You wouldn't ordinarily go out and plan an event that's going to cost you thousands. It's not something that you do every day. Venues and catering are the two most important elements of organising a wedding, and obviously using a planner will mean that you're going to find a venue that suits you and works for you. It could be one of these fairy tale castles that you're looking for. It could be a marquee in the garden. It doesn't really matter. A wedding planner will be able to help you make those decisions and advise you. On the catering side of things, catering is such an important thing for a wedding. If you get the catering right, that's what people are going to remember. So choosing and finding a caterer that can provide the genre of food that you're looking for, whether it's a sumptuous banquet or just some canapes, etc., that give you a little bit of a wow factor there as far as the start of your event is concerned. That does make a huge difference. The Getting Started meeting is very much for a couple who really just don't know where to start. So it's literally going through planning the to-do list, looking at the timelines, thinking about who's going to be involved, thinking about wedding etiquette and all of those types of things. So just helping a couple think about the colours, the theme, maybe what their aspirations are. So really kind of drawing on what they're looking to achieve, what their vision and dream has always been, and then making it a reality. It's possible that that might be all that you're looking for as far as an event or a wedding plan is concerned, and that's absolutely fine. It takes absolutely hours to go around looking at different venues. If you haven't really got much of an idea or a clue, what we can do is narrow it down. So you might say that you're looking for a stately home type of venue or a barn in X, Y and Z locations, and what we can do is I can find you all of those types of venues in your preferred location for your preferred budget, present you with a proposal with 3 or 4 options, and so we've really narrowed it down before you start. One couple that I know, particularly on the overseas side of things, they were planning on coming over to the UK and spending their whole 2-week holiday just searching for venues. Now that's kind of a ridiculous use of their time. I provide a supplier sourcing service, and that could be an absolute one-off. So it could be that you're looking for anything from a photographer to a florist, a lighting specialist, or it could be that you're looking for someone who does unusual favours, can create jam pots with special little sweets in them. Musicians are also popular, anything from a solo pianist to a string quartet. And on the transportation side of things, limousines, the big Hummers, right through to double-decker buses. Need Inspiration is another solo service if you want it to be. It could be you've thought of a colour theme, but you can't actually think of like how you're going to tie things together. So it might be that, or it could be pull in a particular friend who wants to provide, you know, some of the floristry for you, but you're not really sure how you can make that work. You send out the invitations, and either your choice, whether people reply directly to you or they can reply to me, and then I can chase up for you any people that haven't yet replied or any specific dietary requirements, and take away all that hassle and stress of making sure that you've got the numbers. Quite often, brides want to plan most of the wedding for themselves, and they get to a certain point, but actually they realise, and this is normally around 6 to 8 weeks before the wedding, that actually on the day itself, they really want to be the bride, and they don't want to be the wedding coordinator. So what they do is they use me to hand over all of the information that they've done and organised so far, and then I take it from there. So basically I follow up with suppliers and make sure that they're actually going to turn up. I make sure that the contracts are going to be fulfilled in the way that has been signed off, etc. And then I turn up on the day itself to make sure that the day runs smoothly. I will make sure that the ushers and the bridesmaids and the bridal party and everything is happening the way it should do. I'll make sure that all the suppliers turn up as and when they're supposed to and that everything's perfect. So again, as far as the preparations on the day, the bride and groom can just worry about how they look, how they feel and the experience, and the most important thing, which is actually, you know, what they're doing, which is uniting and joining together as a couple. Full event coordination, it does involve all of the above services, and at the end of the day I become your best friend and your confidant. I'm there to support you and help you all the way through the planning process of your wedding.
Aegean was just really good in terms of all the extras, the little things that you might normally forget about, and I think that probably shows the difference between Aegean and maybe other people out there. It's the little extras that you might not think about. On the day of the wedding, Aegean turned up with a bottle of bubbly and some sort of breakfast nibbles, which is really lovely because obviously on the day of the wedding you're quite nervous, and it's lovely to have someone just to take the edge off that nervousness a little bit and kind of help out. And then throughout the day, just those little extras. It was just nice knowing that Aegean was there to pick up any problems that we might have, and she was always on standby, which is fantastic. I would recommend for anyone looking to get married and would like to take the stress out of their wedding organisation, planning and the day, go for a wedding coordinator. It's definitely worth it. The extra stress and hassle-free will make your day just that little extra bit special.